Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Ready, Get, Set, Travel. My name is Ariel, and this video is taking you to Avengers Campus daytime and nighttime and check out all the amazing things you can do inside the land, and including the PIMS test kitchen. And you can also get this gauntlet while you're there. I thought I had filmed a whole intro video, and then I found out that I must have forgot to press the record button on my camera while I thought I was filming it. So that's my bad. But the rest of the videos are completely normal, as if I've been there the whole time. So Avengers Campus is amazing, and I had so much fun. I got this Avengers shirt while I was there, and I also got the Infinity Gauntlet, and it lights up at night. Well, it's kind of hard to see, but it does light up. You can get this with a Coca-Cola sticking in it, and it's around 30 bucks, but I totally had to buy it because, come on, it's the Infinity Gauntlet. Who doesn't want cosmic power? So I got this while I was there, and I had so much fun doing everything and anything Avengers. I'm a huge Marvel superfan, so for me, I'm gonna take you guys to see some cool Easter eggs and things that you might not notice. Now, do keep in mind that Avengers Campus is opening up in phases. When the pandemic hit, a lot of things that they were going to do didn't end up happening because of, regulations, and they had to stop construction on some things and stuff like that. Now, Web Slingers is the only ride that is available there, besides the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout ride, which has already been there. I did not get a boarding group for that ride either time I tried, in the morning or at noon, so that's a bummer. So I wasn't able to take you guys on a ride with that. However, I did go on that a couple days before that, and I've been kicking myself for not filming it just in case I didn't get a riding group. But by the time we went on it, I was exhausted and I was so tired, and I just wanted to enjoy myself for what it was with my family and have a time where I didn't have to be filming with my camera all the time. But now I wish I did, because we weren't able to go on it again. But that's okay, because I will be back another day. Let me just tell you about the ride real fast. It's awesome. You put on 3D glasses, and when you web sling, it really, I don't know how they do it, but it really looks like it comes right out of your wrist and goes right onto the screen. So without further ado, let's get this video started. But first, if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe, give my video a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you like what I'm doing. And I am always open to feedback, and I'm working every day to work on better camera angles, how to get a better microphone for my camera, all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and without further ado, let's get this video started.
Hi, welcome to Avengers Campus. Watch this! Whoa! I can see a roller coaster from here. Hey, come on, guys. Oh, me? How you doing? Just spiders one. Hey down there, you guys look like hands. Do I look like a spider? Time to field testing. Hey, can you record it for me? Sign me later. There we go. Woo! Do not hold your applause. Woo! Ow! I'm okay. Thank goodness for those crates and names. Hey Sharon, let's do an aptitude test for the new improvements.
Great, Spider-Man.
Don't forget to tag me on your video. Hashtag amazing
Filming actually.
Logging altitude test number 135.
I think you might be right on.
Based on previous tests, predicted rate of success, 14%.
Now you're rounding down, right? Okay, it's time to see what this suit can do. I hope it can do this. Here goes something. Okay, no pressure, but there are lot of people watching. Some bones, baby. Okay, that stung a bit. Whew! Sharon, did you get that?
I got the data.
Kinda killed my vibe there. Hey, wait up! I'm just gonna jump down and meet you. Woo! Here we go. Be right down.
Thank you, Spider-Man. Great to see ya. How cool was that? I just walked in the land. I haven't even got my bearings yet, and I already got a selfie with Spider-Man. I cannot wait to show you guys this entire land. We're gonna have so much fun looking at all the Easter eggs in here, and let's just have a fantastic superhero day. Outside of Web Slingers, they have this amazing spray paint looking mural. The theming behind Avengers Campus is really cool. The whole idea is that this area used to be a Howard Stark Motors company, but he was secretly using the back half of this area for the military during World War II. So you can see here that his complex map shows exactly what used to be here and what is still here today. So this map is really, really cool. You can see here, this is the Stark Motors building, which is now Webb. So this is that building. You can see in the front we passed a scrap yard. Then when you go in here, now they have the old boiler plant near the PIM labs, which is now the PIM test kitchen. And back here is where he used to design airplanes for the war effort. And this area was an old quarantine zone. And as we know now, this area is an old secret sanctum. So that's why this was a quarantine zone, because he didn't want anyone to know that the Sorcerer Supreme used this area. This behind me is the building for the Web Slingers attraction. Now today I did not get a boarding group at 7 o'clock, but I'm going to try for one at noon. Now hopefully I get it. If not, I'm totally okay with that. I'm still having a blast here in Disneyland. WEB stands for the Worldwide Engineering Brigade, and the idea is that Peter Parker teamed up with very smart teenagers from the comics to build this complex so that way they can inspire kids to learn things like STEM and chemistry. And then this way they can harness their powers to also learn how to be like a superhero. If you ever read the comic books, then you would know that one of the main jobs that Peter Parker used to do is deliver pizzas. He would web sling his pizza all over New York to be the fastest delivery man in the city. So that's what this sign is, and I think it's really fun. It pays homage to the old comics and the original Spider-Man movie, which may or may not have something to do with the third new Spider-Man franchise. Supposedly the next Spider-Man movie is going to be dealing with the idea of a multiverse, where the original Spider-Man from the first movies and the Amazing Spider-Man that had Andrew Garfield are all like in different universes, so they're all going to come together. Supposedly, that's what the rumor is. No confirmation, but it's looking more and more likely like that's going to be the actual plot of the next movie. So inside the Web Slingers attraction, you can go and swing webs just like Spider-Man. Teenagers that work inside of Web have created this vehicle that you supposedly can learn how to swing webs as Spider-Man. They've created these spider bots, and the spider bots are supposed to help do all kinds of amazing things, like take care of medicine, do things that normal humans can't on construction. However, they added a feature, the self-replicating mode. The self-replicating mode accidentally turns on while Peter Parker is doing his intro to talk to us, and they go crazy. And we have to go on a mission to save Avengers Campus and the rest of Disney Park from these spider bots. So these spider bots that we web swing, we're supposed to web swing the spider bots to protect the Avengers Campus and stop them. So when you come out of Web, you can see one of the spider bots, and it actually moves a lot. You can see one that we supposedly web swinged up here. Right across the street from Web, where the ride is, we have the Web Supplier store. This is where you can see one of the spider bots that we web swinged on the ride. It's stuck up here, like we saved the day by swinging that spider bot and more. So I love that they added that Easter egg right outside of the Web Slinger supply store. And you can buy your own spider bot. I'm not going to buy my own spider bot today, but you can buy them and you can play with your friends. You can actually make the spider bots battle each other. And when the loser loses, you'll know because the top pops off, and that's how you know you lost. Out front of the Web Slingers, you can actually see cast members demonstrating them and playing with them in these like little battle arenas. So I'm gonna get to try a spider bot right now. Activation. I was hitting the wrong button. Oh, I did it. All right, everyone, it's time to do a little merchandise shopping inside of the Web Suppliers building. This is right across the street from the Web Building open house, which is the Spider-Man ride. All right, we are into the Web Slingers attraction. Official merchandise. So right out the front, this is the official merchandise for the Web ride. Web, if you don't know, I think I've already said this, but Web stands for the Worldwide Engineering Brigade. Of course, your little ones can get their own Spider-Man suit here. And they also sell those spider bots that you can play with. You can battle your friends with these. I did one outside with a cast member right when I walked in. I think these are awesome. It's hard for me to read these, but I'm going to have to read them and come back to you because I bet you there's an Easter egg on all of these. These spider bots that are on top of the shelves all move around. And the Web Institute is meant to inspire young kids to be interested in STEM and chemistry. So you can expect to find lots of interesting props as if you were inside a lab. They also sell a couple of these cool chemistry kits. Now, I saw these at the Backlot Studio, but this is a very, very cute display. So this gives you a better idea, and I hope you guys can see it because of the glare, but this gives you a better idea of what kind of containers these are and what kind of slime you can make. The normal size spider bots run $79.99, but if that's too expensive for you, they do sell these mini spider bots. Now you can't remote control these, but they still have a little bit of motorized movement and lights. And these are only $24.99, so it's a lot more affordable price, especially if you have a little one who maybe is too small for the giant spider bots. This is a great affordable option. Here, of course, is a better look at this shelf. Now, as you can see right here, this looks like a prototype for a robot dog. So if you look really closely, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this right here, this is full of acorns, and it says snacks for Tippy Toe, which if you read the comics, you will know that that is Squirrel Girl's squirrel friend. And it also looks like the students are working on a way to make a real-life hoverboard out of repulsors from Stark Technology. So that is a fun little callback to Back to the Future. Even at a shelf even higher, they have even more things up here. They have giant-sized batteries that look like Pym particles and must have made them bigger. They also have more robotic tech up there. It's kind of hard for me to see with the small screen, but oh, in the back, you can see a giant acorn. It looks like a Pym particle has made Tippy, his favorite snack, a giant acorn. Over here they have a big selection of Web merchandise.
big coffee cups. These ones are like to-go coffee cups, and they say brain power equals superpower. If anyone is like me and can't function without coffee in the morning, this is exactly how it is. But I will admit, this cup is super beefy. It's very heavy. I do like the top, but I don't think I would get this because it's so heavy without any liquid in it. It already almost wants to like slip out of my hand. Then they have these awesome web cups, and they look like beakers. They even have the little pour spout and the handle. And they also spell out labs underneath, but with the periodic table. And I think that is really, really cool. If you do pick up a spider bot and you want to carry it around the land, they sell one of these awesome backpacks. This backpack will attach your spider bot via a web to your back, and you can carry it around the campus and battle your friends with this. I think this is super cool. They also sell a Spider-Man pop figure, which is a special edition to Avengers Campus because it says web up here. And they also have a web Iron Man pop vinyl as well. This is for kids, but I'm really a fan of this Letterman's jacket. It has a patch on the sleeve that says Expert Web Slinger. And on the back it says Team Web 2020, which, that's interesting. Okay, so this is a 2020 merchandise that obviously they were going to sell last year when this opened, but now they're still trying to sell it. That's really interesting. You can get photo frames from Web as well, and they also have this kid's hat, which is really cute. If you're into pin collecting, they have a great selection of pins right here. And then they have this, which is brain power equals superpower, which must be a saying not just on the coffee cup, but I truly agree with this because the point of this is a lot of these kids that work here don't have superpowers naturally, but they're able to create tech to become a superhero. So this is a really great pin and patch set. And then if you want to get a lanyard started, they have this that comes with 4 pins and a lanyard. And the lanyard has the Spider-Man logo. They have really unique merchandise here, like this graphic paper journal. They have a web journal, and I love the paper on the inside. I think the paper is really unique. And on the back, it looks like Spider-Man drew on his web handbook. They also sell Rubik's Cubes that look like the periodic table. And then they have more pins to choose from underneath.
Are they the same thing?
Including some patches.
Yes?
And this one is Stark Industries Intern, Science is Awesome. And this one is the PEM Test Kitchen PEM Snack Specialist. And of course they have a whole wall so you can choose your web slingers. I talked about these in the backlot video. You can buy these to enhance your experience inside the ride itself. These will unlock special things that happen and give you bonus points. They even have a great video of what each of these web swingers and repulsors do on the ride itself.
Look, they have a big one!
So that was actually a really great Murch Search. I had a lot of fun. Even though that store is small, there was a lot in there. Now, I am making a separate video showing what they have done in the backlot premier shop area because that entire section is turned into all things Avengers. And they did that because of the pandemic. It's easier to have everyone go in there with a big open air space instead of this small shop and what was supposed to be the Avengers HQ. So speaking of Easter eggs, I told you guys we were going to look at a bunch of them today. Right outside of the web supplier store, right out here, out back of the exit to the web supplier store, there is this section that is for stroller parking, which is really nice, but that's not the big thing. You can see the remnants of what was secretly the Scientific Science Reserve, which was the secret program during World War II that Howard Stark worked on with Peggy Carter. And over here you can see they have their logo, and then if you turn to the right, you can see a parking reserved sign for P. Carter, which is Peggy Carter, of course. And it even has this nice light above it so it lights up at night. So I loved the Agent Carter TV show. It only had 2 seasons and I was very disappointed that it didn't get any more. I think it is highly underrated and I think it was one of the best Marvel TV shows they had during that time before they did the Disney Plus series. So if you like that show, you can come right over here and see the parking place for Peggy Carter. And I love that they paid homage to her because as much as like she's not in the newer movies, she had so much to do with the original start of the Avengers. She was one of the main founders of S.H.I.E.L.D. after Captain America went missing. So everything that we know today with the movies really started with Peggy Carter, thanks to her brave heroism. So thank you, Peggy. I'm so glad that they paid homage to you here inside the land. All right, guys, let's keep looking. We're gonna look at so much detail. One of these is right next to the web building. If you come down here, you will find the parking that was reserved for Jarvis. So everything, as you can see, is weather worn. It's meant to look like an old warehouse area, but as you can see, something doesn't look quite right about these rocks, and we're gonna go around the corner and find out why. So right out here to the left of the Web Slingers ride is this area. If you looked on the map, this would have been the quarantine zone that was on that map I showed you in the beginning, and this is why it's a quarantine zone. This is actually a secret sanctum that is old and decaying. It used to be a secret sanctum and then they moved it more to the one that we know today that is in New York. So this is the remnants of what used to be one of the many secret sanctums in the world. In the center you can see this weird looking gem. Now as you know, if you've seen the Doctor Strange movie, you know that relics are all shapes, sizes, and colors, and relics do all kinds of amazing things even if they look like they won't do anything. And if you listen really close, you can hear mystical sounds coming from it. Right here is part of the secret sanctum. In here is where the Doctor Strange magic show happens, and I'll take you over there in a minute. But first, I wanted you guys to see this really cool magic shot. It's hard to explain, but you'll see it on camera, and I have a photo of myself if it doesn't turn out on this camera, because I don't have anyone to hold the camera right now. But you can come over here and take an optical illusion photo that makes it look like you're slipping into the floor into another multiverse. To the left side of this interesting looking dice cube or whatever you call that thing, over here to the left is the official ruins of the old secret sanctum. So in here, this is where they do the Doctor Strange magic show. I'm not sure about the exact times because of the pandemic. Things aren't posted right now. But this is really cool. Now I heard at night this looks stunning. I'm gonna come back at night for sure and I'll show you guys everything inside of here. But this is where Doctor Strange comes out. He comes out through those doors, I do know that much. And everything is interactive around you. The lights interact to him, the sound is beautiful. I walked by this when it was going on and I could not wait to get in here. And I just have another superhero experience. They have Black Panther and Okoye out for meet and greets right now. Right now I am out in front of the Avengers headquarters building. So this building right behind me is the one with the Quinjet on it. This building was supposed to be the entrance and exit for the new e-ticket ride that was supposed to come in this land. But due to the pandemic, they're behind schedule on building it, and now there's even a sad question of whether it will even be built. I truly hope they will build the ride, but right now things are kind of up in the air. Disneyland was closed for over 400 days during the pandemic, so versus Disney World that was still almost open the entire time. They were only closed for a short amount of time, so their revenue isn't as much as Disney World. So I hope that Disney still will make this e-ticket attraction because I've seen the concept art and it looks amazing. The idea behind the ride is supposedly that you load into a Quinjet that is going to Wakanda. Right as you get into Wakanda, a missile hits your ship and everything breaks apart, but your seat is an emergency jetpack. Then you drop into a giant battle in Wakanda with all your favorite heroes, and your job is to try to just survive and help them along the way. It sounds epic. This ride looks amazing. I cannot wait to go on it. I hope they build it. Please, Disney, build it. But this is the building behind me. Now, they've been doing meet and greets up on top during the pandemic and socially distanced meet and greets, but you can still come here and see your favorite heroes along this building. And there is a battle between Black Panther, Black Widow, and Taskmaster that takes place up here. So I hope I'll be around for it. Around the front of the Avengers HQ, you can see there's up here this balcony. They do stage shows up here sometimes. This is where Black Widow and Black Panther fight Taskmaster occasionally. And you can see some other heroes waving down and talking to the crowd. An amazing view of the Quinjet, of course. And over here around the corner, actually right now, they have Iron Man being available for photo ops. And you guys can see Captain Marvel just walking around up there greeting guests. So out in front of Avengers headquarters, they have this awesome photo op Jeep that you can take a picture with, and I'll insert our photo right now. My family just got done doing some awesome magic shots, and right as we were doing it, look who showed up at the headquarters. Captain Marvel. Hi! Are you saving the world as usual? I just had a one-on-one conversation with Captain Marvel, and it was awesome. She's my favorite superhero besides the Wasp and Miss Marvel, which is becoming a TV show later. I am so happy I just got to talk with her. That is so cool. You can find all of your heroes all along here at different times of the day, so just keep coming back and walking around, and you'll see them all over the place. Black Panther was over there at the Jeep earlier, but I missed him because I had to go to the bathroom. But when I came back, we were able to do some amazing magic shots from the cast member who was doing the photo pass. Photo passes are amazing because yes, you have to pay for them, but right now it's $19.99 a day, but you get to download all the photos that you get from the photo pass for the entire day. And the magic shots are really cool. I tried to get a boarding group for web slingers, and sadly I didn't get it again, but that's okay. I've done it once already. I rode it the first time I got in, and it was so much fun, but I didn't film it because I was really just, by the time I was on that ride, I was so tired that I just wanted to experience it for myself. So I'm sorry that I couldn't take you guys with me, but I'm going to do a follow-up video explaining exactly what it's like to be on that ride. It's still a lot of fun, but that lottery, man, whoo, man, I clicked join boarding. I did everything I could, and they were out in 1 second. It does suck because, like, everyone cheers around you. It is time to go into Guardians of the Galaxy. The collector supposedly heard the story of the Avengers Campus going in, so he decided to bring his museum here to share with the world what he's collected. When he created this giant building, it created this weird goo to come out from the ground. And you can see it all over the ground, everywhere, all around on the ground. And also, there are hidden Mickeys in here. There is a hidden Mickey in the goo. So this ride does not have the pre-show running. Usually it has a pre-show of Rocket Raccoon, and he gives you a rundown of what the job is. And the collector has collected the Guardians of the Galaxy. He entrapped them in his museum for us to come see along with all his other collection. And of course, Rocket being Rocket, well, he found a way to break out, but he needs our help. So Rocket has raccoon paws, so you need hand scans, human hand scans, to use the gantry lift. So he uses us. We have to raise our hands, and then that helps him get up. And then the whole scene is amazing. They've got different screens, everything's going on, and it's a fun drama.
To see in the flesh my newest acquisitions, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
This is all your fault.
Oh, at least we get a really cool sign. Check that out. Oh,
For those of you who don't know, the Grand Master is the brother of the Collector. This used to be the pre-show room where Rocket would show up here, and they're not doing it anymore because of the pandemic, but they have this thing that you can scan this screen, and I don't know what it does, but it might explain to you what's going on with the ride, like as if you have a virtual pre-show. I'm not sure. So this used to be the boiler room section that you used to wait in the queue to get onto the elevators when this was the Tower of Terror ride. Now they pretty much left it the exact same layout, but they just added some really cool features. We are up above, so this is not the best angle, but this right here is Harold from the Matterhorn ride across the way in Disneyland. Recently, Disneyland has redone their Matterhorn with a much scarier and realistic looking abominable snowman. But old Harold, people were really worried what they were going to do with him. Well, they brought him here, and of course he ended up in the Collector's Museum. So I love that. I think that is so smart. So I just got off Guardians of the Galaxy and I had so much fun. So you're not allowed to film on that ride, even though I know other people do, but I just chose to follow the rules. I'm a rule follower, I know, but it is so much fun. I love the theming, the storyline is great. You have to really listen to what the characters say too, because they say the most hilarious stuff. Like, I've been on it more than once, so when you go to the very top and the doors open, you can see out, and sometimes Rocket says, Disneyland, cool, and then other times he'll say, Disneyland, that sounds like a continuity issue, and then he drops. So you have to really listen, and they make fun of the fact that they're in Disneyland as well. It's really funny. I love Guardians of the Galaxy, and putting it in this building, in my opinion, was a really, really smart move. So right outside of Mission Breakout, right over here, there is this treat cart called Terran Treats. They have sweet spiral ration and cosmic cream orbs. Due to the pandemic, they do not have a lot of seating at the PIM test lab, and honestly, I don't think there'd be that much anyway because it is a limited space. So if you need to find a table for any of the treats here in the Avengers Campus, even the PIM test lab, sometimes you cannot find a table. I know we couldn't. Right over here to the left, over on this side of the hub area, they have this seating. This used to be the standby wait for the Harpoon Theater where Elsa and Anna used to do their Broadway show. Now, obviously because of the pandemic, they don't have that going right now. So to take care of the socially distancing tables, they turned this into a whole PIM test kitchen dining area. Okay, so now I'm going to try this guy. I have no idea, it's very sugary. I don't know what it's gonna taste like, but it, there was a bee. I have no idea what this is gonna taste like, but it smells really good. Also, I don't have any makeup on today. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm so tired from my trip. So anyway, we're gonna try this. So be careful picking it up like I did because it falls apart, as you can tell. And sugar just exploded all over my table, so now I'm gonna have to clean that up. And it got all over my lap, but this is actually pretty good. I don't know what flavor that is. It tastes like a churro, but it has like the aftertaste of like it's not heavy, it's super light, but almost like an apple flavor. I do like this though, this is really good. And I love the green color, but the sugar gets everywhere and it like broke apart when I bit into it, so it got all over me, but it's still really good. I would get this. Matches my ears.
And every day we chant Nijaru Mine Zanji Nasara. Nijaru Mine Zanji Nasara. This means I am a warrior. I will overcome. Recruits, if you can learn this battle chant, you can have what it takes to become a warrior. Alaya Bukanda. Listen and repeat after me. Nijaru Mine. Repeat. Nijaru Mine. Yes. Can you feel it? There is so much soul in this atmosphere. Let's keep going with movement. San, Shi, Nasa. Repeat. San, Shi, Nasa. Excellent, yes. And I see the young ones over here have some rhythm too. So the rest of you need to catch up. All together, this time with me. Nijaru mine, san shi nasara. Nijaru mine, san shi nasara. Ahead. Nijaru mine, san shi nasara. But the others look a little nervous. Maybe it's too advanced. So, let's learn something a bit easier, eh? Jab, strike, grab, lock. One more time with the heart of a panda. Here we go. Jab, strike, grab, lock. Very good. Hey. Yes, give yourself a hand. Go backwards and noticing any villain running home to their tribe mother. What great warriors you are. Try this one. Nijaru mine, san shi nasara. Nijaru mine, you are all warriors. San shi nasara. You will all go. Nijaru mine, san shi nasara. Continue on these ways, allies, and you will leave each place better than your founders. Now, I could stay here all day and teach you more secrets of these organizations, but I must be leaving you now, as King T'Challa has been alone far too long, and that usually means trouble for me. Until next time, warrior allies, Wakanda forever!
That's one of the best part about Avengers Campus is you never know who you're going to see. I was just coming over here to pick up our food from Pim's test lab, and the Dora Milaje were right there, and Okoye was giving a whole training session, so I caught the back end of it. This is so much fun. Now it's time for us to eat at Pim's test kitchen. I've got some giant and small-sized food to show you.
Inside here you can see the quantum tunnel where they are shrinking and growing these pretzels. You can see when they go in on this conveyor belt they are normal sized. And then the quantum tunnel takes them. Whoa. And then that one got turned into a giant sized pretzel. I don't know how they do this, but this is amazing. See in the conveyor belt the little mini sized pretzels and the mega sized pretzels going into here. And then the normal sized pretzels come out on this side and they go all the way around to the quantum tunnel. During normal times this would be where you get your self-served soft drinks. And you can see they have one of those high-tech ones where you get to choose your flavor with a touch screen. But that's not the best part. Where do you get those from, you ask? How about these giant cans of soda in the ceiling? Look what they used to connect the hoses from the giant sodas. Person, so I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of the food type of vlog videos, but because this is Pim's test kitchen and all of these are so big and different, I'm going to try them on camera.
We didn't get everything, but my family got a little bit of some of the main items just to try them so I can get my honest review. I'm gonna try a bite of the Impossible Spoonful. Wow, that's really good. I'm gonna try, this is a small one, but they have like minis of some things and large. They have large pasta and small pasta. They have a small meatball and a huge meatball. And this isn't a real meatball, this is Impossible Meat, which is a vegetarian option. So I'm gonna try this.
Very good.
This is good. If everything tastes as good as this Impossible, I would go off of meat. So I think this is really, really good. This is definitely a thumbs up for me. I would order this again. Now I'm gonna try a bite of the panini, which comes in a $100 sandwich form. It feeds up to 8 people, and they're huge slices of a panini sandwich. It's like the size of, it's like this big. It comes with arugula salad. And then there's another one that comes with tots on the side, I believe. But this is, if you want to buy just a sandwich for yourself, it is around like $15, I think, for this guy. And this is pretty good. So I did like a 360 of all the food that I already showed. But I really want to eat this, so I'm going to try it out. And it comes with marinara sauce and a little bit of arugula salad on the side. So this is a really hearty meal. I really, really like this one. This is great. 10 out of 10. Again, I would order this again. Okay, so up next, I am going to try a piece of the giant-sized chicken. Wow, that's really good. The chicken's not dry. It's super moist. It tastes great. Whatever this breading is tastes really good. And the mustard sauce that they, or whatever kind of sauce they put on this is, that's a little kick to it. This is delicious. I would get this again as well. My family and I are splitting all of this food, so I finally got down to like the tiny bun on this and with the slaw of the chicken sandwich, and it tastes really good. Like, it adds more flavor to the meat. Yeah, this is my favorite. Last but not least is the Bavarian pretzel. This thing is huge. I'm gonna hold it up for you really quick so you can get a scale. Now, we've been eating on this, so please excuse that half of it is missing. But this should show you how big it is if you couldn't see on the, like, to scale. This thing is huge. I think it tastes really good. I love soft pretzels, so this is a win for me. I would order this again, 10 out of 10. So last but not least, we are gonna try the Cocoa Smash candy bar, which is supposed to be a mini candy bar, and then with PIM technology, it got really, really big. But just to give you a scale of it, it's kind of melting. So in this candy bar, there is caramel, nougat, peanuts, brownie, and dark chocolate. This is like every candy bar you've ever had, all like wrapped into one. It is so good. It's also very rich, but it's really good.
At Avengers Campus at night. This is truly beautiful at night. The whole land just transforms into this gorgeous light show on all of these buildings. My favorite part about this land is that, especially at night, you just turn the corner right here and bam, there is the Quinjet at the end underneath the Mission Breakout Tower. Here is that sign for Peggy Carter's parking with this light over it. I think it looks really cool. Here inside the Mystic Sanctum, it looks exactly how I thought it would at night. Amazing. I don't even know what this thing is called, but if you listen closely, now it makes sense. You can hear sounds every time it moves. Brand new. So Loki is now out and about with his TVA costume on, and he is accompanied by 2 TVA guards. So I'm really curious to know what he's doing right now and why he's in our timeline and what he's up to. The entire Avengers Campus takes on a whole new shape at night. I love everything. The lighting is so pretty on this building. I am truly a happy camper. If I sound like I'm nerding out and I don't know what to say, it's because I am. Marvel means a lot to me. I loved Marvel before it was cool. I used to get made fun of for liking the comics. So the fact that this is a whole land and to see all of these people excited to see characters that I fell in love with when I was a kid is so exciting. I was actually so amazed by all of this and just seeing people dressed up as like their favorite characters and Disney bounding that it made me a little teary-eyed, because as a kid, like I said, I was bullied a lot for liking these things before it was, you know, before Iron Man came out, way before Iron Man came out. People thought I was lame for liking comics, especially Marvel, because it wasn't Superman or Batman or Wonder Woman, so, you know, who cares? And then when Iron Man came out, it shifted everything. And then the X-Men were really cool, so it changed everything, and then all of a sudden, people just fell in love with MCU after that. So I am so happy to be here, and I actually cried a little bit this morning. Captain Marvel came out on top of the Quinjet, and she was waving to little girls and a bunch of people that were dressed like her. And they were so happy to see her, and it made me cry a little bit. And just as I was talking, the mighty Thor showed up on top of the building. That's one of the cool things about Avengers Campus. You never know who you're going to find. You just walk around and then all of a sudden there are people beating each other up, like Black Widow fighting the Taskmaster, or there's Thor standing on top of a building, or there is Loki with the TVA guards. This is so cool. Just like I thought, inside the Secret Sanctum, it is as gorgeous as I thought at night. I think it is just so pretty. Like I said, I'm such a nerd for lighting effects, so if I sound like I just keep saying over again, it's beautiful, it's so pretty. That's because I really don't know what to say other than just, wow. Of Pem's test kitchen and the tasting lab, the menus are actually giant-sized bones that have been made big with Pym particles. And if you stand here long enough, you can see some cool Easter eggs on this thing, because it's still supposed to be like a working phone. My day here at Avengers Campus. I had so much fun. I know there are more Easter eggs that I missed. I know there are a ton more inside of Web Slingers. but I didn't get a boarding group today, so I wasn't able to go in there and film inside the queue. There's a bunch of cool Easter eggs, like there's a locker that has Red Devil dinosaur painted on it, that kind of thing. But I didn't get in there today, so I wasn't able to film that. So anyway, I hope you guys had fun hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for coming with me on my journey. This is the end of my 4-day vacation here in Disneyland, and I had so much fun. So thank you guys again so much for coming with me. I hope that you guys stay healthy and safe, and I will see you guys again real soon with another travel vlog video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell because I'm going on other adventures throughout the summer, and eventually I want to make this travel vlog more of a regular thing. So I'm doing some steps in my life to make sure I can do that. So again, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Again, stay healthy and safe, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye everyone.